from RTO here. Welcome to a new album review, and this is an album that only came out last Friday by one of my favourite bands. We're talking about Thunder. They have just released their 14th studio album, Dopamine. Dopamine, depends how you pronounce it. 2 albums in 2 years. Pretty impressive. Thunder, of course, Mr. Danny Bowes on the lead vocals, Mr. Luke Morley guitar, Ben Matthews guitars, keyboards, Chris Childs and Harry James on the drums. Now this is a double album. Always a bit when you get a double album and you go, ooh, a lot of tracks. Well, we are in for a fun ride here. Disc 1 then opens up with a song called The Western Sky. No messing about here. Straight in. Luke. Boom. Ben and Luke come straight in with thumping riffs. Heavy. Hard. I love this track already. And then Danny comes in as ever. Strong voice. Still got it. And Harry just plays brilliant on the drums on this. It is an absolute belter of a track. What a way to start the album. They've not left off since last year. Absolutely thunderous. Then we get One Day We'll Be Free. Again, it's just solid Thunder. Very consistent band. They've never, as I keep saying, they have never ever put out a bad album yet. It's just a great track, great riffs, great bass line from Chris, awesome. And Danny is just on top form. Then we get Even If It Takes a Lifetime. This is one of the classic Thunder tracks with acoustic guitars in it. It's got that cowboy sort of western sort of feel to it. I like this track. It's got some really nice piano here from Ben Matthews. It's a terrific song and a great vocal from Danny. It is absolutely crisp, clear. He's looked after his voice. Then we get Black. Starts off with one of Chris's booming bass lines. Then Harry joins in with a drum that sounds very glam, the glam rock track, drumming, bit like Mick Tucker, that sort of sound. Again, Danny is on fire. It's just a tremendous driving song, brilliant stuff. Unraveling Love, a great acoustic ballad, something that this band are brilliant at. Now, I'm not one for lots of ballads, but this is just great. Danny's got a voice that just sings ballads so good. The Dead City. Great guitar work on here from Luke. Good as ever. Left-handed genius. Great drumming from Harry on this. Tight as ever. Absolutely brilliant. Then we get Last Orders. It's a semi-acoustic track, this one, with some lovely acoustic guitar. And as I said before, Danny has a voice that hasn't altered a bit. What I like about this is you get some acoustic, which I don't know if it's Ben playing the acoustic guitar or Luke, but then all of a sudden you get that rock riff come over the top of the acoustic. It's just absolutely brilliant. Next track, the last track on disc 1. All the Way, Oh God. Whoa. This is my favourite track on the album. Starts off with a thumping bass from Chris. The drum comes in with Harry, and then you get this great riff from both Ben and Luke. It just oozes heaviness. And then to top it off, we have Danny belting out the lyrics. It's terrific. Hard, heavy rock track. Can't go wrong with that one. Then we turn our attentions to disc 2. Starts off with Dancing in the Sunshine. Again, it opens up with a belter. Riffs, strong, solid. Just what you need. This band never disappoints me. Then we get Big Pink Supermoon. One of the slow bluesy sort of numbers they do. Some fantastic keyboard work here from Ben Matthews. Very speakeasy sort of sound. Bit of a shuffle. It's fantastic. Then we got Across the Nation. No messing about with this one either. Straight in. Riffs and guitar licks from Ben and Luke. No complicated introductions. 1, 2, 3. Boom, straight in with the riffs. Just a Grifter. Bit different here. This has got acoustic guitar and violin. Still a cracking track. Very, very good track. I like that one a lot. I Don't Believe the World. More great piano from Ben Matthews. There's plenty of Ben Matthews keyboard skills on this album, especially this second disc. It's got a great riff from Luke. Great drumming from Harry as ever. And then Danny's all over this. He just can't get enough of this. It really is strong. I think I've listened to this album about 8 times now. Then we get Disconnected. We got some backing vocal from Luke on this one, helping Danny along. Strong track. Not saying that Danny's got a weak voice. Luke just adds to it. Is There Anybody Out There? A great ballad. Love the piano and violin working on this. There's not much who's playing the violin on this, so I don't know who's doing the violin work, but it's just a fantastic track. And the last track, No Smoke Without Fire, starts off with this really deep bass line from Chris Childs, deep and rich. Everything seems to work around that bass line, and then you get some nice little keyboard runs, get some acoustic guitar, and then it ends up with this driving, stonking guitar riff. Absolutely brilliant from Luke Morley. Very underrated guitar player. I think this is a very underrated band. They should be bigger than what they are. They are very British. What can you say? Well, 16 tracks over 2 discs. A lot of material. You sort of, when you look at it and go, "Ooh, will there be any filler on it?" No, there is no filler on this album. 16 stonking, brilliant tracks. Hard rocking. I love this album. Is it better than all the last album? I don't know. It's hard to put these two next to each other. All the right noises in this one are just brilliant. But could Thunder come out in top place for Album of the Year for the 2nd year running? Certainly a big contender. Absolutely. There are so many contenders, but this is one of the top ones. I just love this. I think this band does seem to get better and better with age, consistently bringing out brilliant albums. If you haven't got this yet, go and get it. And if you haven't listened to Thunder for years, you need to go and get these last 2 albums. Because they are just brilliant. So for Dopamine, I can only give it 1. It's a 10 out of 10. Absolutely belting. To come out with 16 tracks and not have any filler on it, this shows how good this band are. Go and buy it. Check it out. I've put quite a few tracks in the playlist for you anyway. Um, so have a listen to them, and then if you like that, go and buy it. It's on Spotify. Just go and have a listen. Okay, that's all for this week. Next week is a very special week because RTO next week is 1 year old. So all the shows next week are sort of me having a bit of self-indulgence, and it's talk. I'm doing rankings on bands and people that I really like. So we're starting off on Monday with one of my favourite rock bands, blues rock bands, the mighty Led Zeppelin. A lot of people are happy about that after last night's live stream, which went on for over 2 hours. It was just an amazing show. It's getting better and better. And then we got classic album. It sort of coincided with an album, one of my favourite blues albums. It's Eric Clapton and the Blues Breakers with John Mayall. One of my favourite albums for blues music. So that's what's in there. So have a great weekend, everybody. And once again, thank you very much for all your support this year. Keep on supporting. Tell your friends. And I will see you all next week for the birthday week. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye for now.